from Bass brings us together, Living It with Scott and Cat podcast. So the much anticipated, I've been waiting on the new JTR 210 HT, and these bad boys showed up today. 3 of them. I ordered 3 because you save money on shipping and you get a discount when you order 3. I'm not really ready for 3 yet, so I'll only be using 2 of them. And we'll get into that into a later video, but today we're going to do the unboxing. This is new 2025 model JTR 210 HT. I certainly have been enjoying my 228s. I've had these guys for like 4 or 5 years now. I'm not one to switch speakers out every year. I'm not that guy. When I find something I like, I keep them. Before the 228s, I had my Klipsch Ultras for like 10 years, and I wasn't even planning on upgrading from these 228s because they still amaze me to this day, until rumor had it, and I talked to the boys over at JTR that they were completely revamping these 210s. New drivers, all the drivers are new, crossovers new, crossover points are new, and it's going to be a nice upgrade for my 228s. I heard something of a prototype of these, and the imaging is better, the horns are bigger than my 228s. Everything about these should be an upgrade for me. I'm going to do some side-by-side comparison over the next week or so and share another video probably next weekend of some A-being between the 210s and the 228s. But my hopes are high that these guys are, from what I've heard myself, these are absolutely, for the price target, just under $2,000. Certainly excited. And I don't know, as you can tell, I'm excited, and all my videos are unedited too, so I make a lot of mistakes throughout it, and that's part of the humor of this, so you guys can laugh at me at my expense. That's completely fine. So specs on these are right around 95 dB rated. That's more of a real number. I know some manufacturers inflate certain numbers, but usually JTR has been pretty good about their numbers. So right around 95 dB, dual 10-inch compression driver in the middle, and I think these were right around 100 pounds. Baltic birch box, can accept up to 2-gauge wire, 2,000 watt RMS, so certainly they ain't playing around with these. I got asked this question a lot, and we'll touch on this super quick before I unbox my new toys, and I'll be calibrating over the weekend and doing graphs and all that fun stuff, and this was a thing we were talking about on a live the other night, and then with our Patreon members the other day too, is why I went with another 2-way instead of going with 3-way. So I want to touch on that quick before we unbox. So the 3-way, like the RT models, the reference models, will be more precise. That's what they're set up for, and the cost obviously reflects that for even the more expensive parts that go into those. And with the RTJs that we have upstairs being true 3-way models. So my thoughts on that. I personally, in a theater setting, like we do in this room, and we've hosted to like 400 people in this room, and that number grows every month, is everybody's been blown away by the 228 HTs, which are the 2-way models, one size smaller than this that got discontinued years ago. But in this room, there's 11 speakers. When there's 11 speakers and there's a bunch of stuff going on through like an Atmos movie or something like that, I really couldn't justify buying the true 3-way models, because I don't think that I could appreciate the extra preciseness, if that's even a word, that would give me. In 2-channel listening, definitely. If this was the only room that I had to entertain myself, then I would have did all the 3-way models. For me, even the 228s sound great on music. The RTJ models sound much better, and then even JTR, like 210 RTs and 212 RTs, those sound better when I'm critical of listening for music. So this room we use for movies or extreme demos. These are perfect fit. In a movie, maybe I don't have good enough ears, I don't know. But if there's a million things going on through 11 different speakers, at some point we're all obviously on a budget. For me, buying 5 of these, I only bought 3 now, I'm going to order 2 more. Buying 5 of those in like the 1-step model up from these going to 3-way model, that's $1,000 more. That's $5,000 that I saved that I could use towards something else in this room or the room upstairs or in Cat's Jeep or something like that. So I had to make it make sense. All critical music listings upstairs on a true three-way system on RTJs, and then down here is pretty much strictly movies or the extreme demos that we run. So that's just what made sense for us and for our application. I bought 3. I'm only gonna use 2, like I said, because the center channel won't be ready until I change the front of the room to acoustic screen. And so, whatever, we got a million projects going on. When that's gonna happen, I don't know. But when you buy 3, you save 5%, you save on shipping. It's like I'm getting them for free. At least that's what I tell everybody. You know what I mean? So if I save 5% and I save some money on the shipping, it costs me money not to get them. Another thing too, is all the other speakers in this room are going to be two-way 10-inch models. So the rears are the HT 110s, two-ways. I'm going to be going with the RTJ in-walls. I'm going to put them in ceiling, but they're really in-wall speakers. Those are 10-inch two-way. And then 5 of these will be all 10-inch two-way speakers as well too. So there'll be 10, 12, there'll be 16 10s. And then all the compression drivers, and then obviously the 18-inch subwoofer set in here. So like I said, when you buy 3, you save 5%. I should have just bought all 5, because then I would have saved 10% and even more on shipping. But like I said, there is a budget sometimes that we got to adhere with, and it really ruins a good time. A budget does, but it is what it is. Really high hopes for these, and I love them. Gonna order 2 more here in probably like a month or 2. And then hopefully I get those around Christmas time. Then we'll be good to go. All right, enough of me running my mouth. Gonna unbox these. Now, if you guys have ever gotten anything from JTR before, these things, they survive accidents. And I remember I got a subwoofer once. I couldn't even get the box off the subwoofer because there's so much packaging. It was packed in there so tight, which obviously we appreciate because it's brand spanking new when it comes out of the box. But it can be a pain in the ass to get it out sometimes, and I expect these to be no different. So, watching someone cut open a box is probably not that exciting. So, I've unboxed a few of their products before, and usually what works best for me is just folding these over, and you guys can watch me fight this thing, and that'll be fun for everybody except for me. So, yep, just like I thought. Airtight in there. Boy, those boxes are built. You could just ship them raw, and they'd probably still be fine. So, still a lot easier than unboxing a Captivator, that's for sure. Oh, I hear it sliding already, which is good. Oh, I eat my Wheaties today, guys. It's like suction cupped in there. Oh. Oh, we're going crazy. More foam padding. I tell you, these things are... I'll deal with that a little later. These binding posts I use on here are absolutely nuts. I mean, the whole speaker just screams insanity, but 2-gauge wire, 2,000 watt RMS on these. Be super careful. Oh yeah, buddy. There we go. It's a nice upgrade from the 8s, that's for sure. So all the grills on these, magnetic, like all their other speakers and subs, which is obviously a super nice touch. You know, a lot of people are confused with this finish they put on here. They think it's like a truck bed liner, but it's certainly not. It's super non-reflective, which works great in our theater. some kind of formula that they came up with to be like non-reflective at all as much as possible. That thing is a monster compared to the 228s. That's nice. I think these drivers have like 13 or 14 X-Max. I mean, which for a monitor like this is awesome. So obviously one thing that got me into JTR back in the day was you can play this stuff. I mean, as long as you got good clean power going to them, I mean, you can play them as loud as you can stand. Crystal clear, good imaging, awesome dynamics. And be careful here. That new speaker smell. Oh yeah. Absolutely perfect. Like I said, in that kind of packaging. She's a beauty. So I'll get you guys some close-ups of this. Looks super good, super well done. I can't wait to get these hooked up. I'm going to run them with and without EQ against the 228s, which is good.